Namaste everyone. Welcome back to Mindful Travel. I am Manpreet and we are going to practice Surya Namaskar step by step together. Today we are at this beautiful Zimba homestay at Mirik, Busty. Thanks to homestaying.in for making this session possible. We are going to talk a bit about Surya Namaskar first. But if you want to start the lesson directly, then you can jump to this time code. Surya Namaskar is a set of 12 asanas or postures which is done in a flow sequence. We do it in a flow as if we are dancing. It's kind of like, a choreography. For a beginner, when they hear the name of the asanas, it really confuses them because these are Sanskrit words, Sanskrit names, and people are not familiar with this. This is something which I also felt during my, days when I was a beginner. I had no idea that all these names or asana names, they had meanings as well. During my sessions, I make it more simpler by telling them that you have to move up, you have to move your body down, you have to take your leg back or this. It makes it easier for them. And then slowly, I try to bring out those names when they are, used to it. For me, I would say that both yoga and traveling are somehow deeply connected. They help me in creating a space of my own, and then I get to share this space with nature and earth. I think in that space, I can process whatever I am going through more productively. Plus, it also helps to get that reset that I'm looking for. It's not only for me, it's for everyone. When you travel, you feel fresh, you feel new. It's like pressing the refresh button. Sooner or later, we have to go back to our normal day-to-day life. But having this moment right now, where we can reset and rewind, is also very important. The homestay owners let me forage their garden for breakfast, and I came back with some sarifa and beans. As I walked through the forest, feeling the solid ground under my feet, the trees around me were older and wiser, grounded in nature. They remind me that growth takes time and patience, a lot of patience. There's a quiet wisdom here, a reminder that everything is connected. With each step and breath I take, I feel a sense of new energy. This journey isn't just about seeing new places, but about finding a deeper connection with myself and the world, partaking in mindful traveling. The stillness of the forest, all of it speaks to me, inviting me to let go of the past and embrace the future. So let's get started. Our destination today is Mirik Busty, located 52 kilometers northwest of Siliguri. A quiet, quaint little village that's one long stretch of road with homes and orange gardens on either side. I am staying at Zimba Homestay, a home that overlooks a misty hillside. This journey today is possible because of homestaying.in. I found this lovely homestay on their platform and booking it was easy and quick. Not to mention, I saved a lot because there's no commission on bookings. Before I left, I made sure to leave a review on the website so it helps both other guests and the homestay owners. Not far from the village is Mirik town, a popular tourist town with bustling bazaars and a lake we'll come back to later. Since I was in Mirik, I wanted to visit a special place that I had been wanting to visit for a long time. The place that I'm talking about is Bokar Monastery. Established in 1984, it is one of the largest monasteries in Mirik and a top destination for visitors. The monastery itself is an impressive structure with traditional Tibetan architectural elements. The architecture is both majestic and inviting, with every detail reflecting the rich cultural heritage of Tibetan Buddhism. The main temple is adorned with intricate carvings, vibrant murals, and golden statues of Lord Buddha. Getting to visit places like the Bokar Monastery, where just walking in its prayer hall is a meditative experience. I feel like I have grown a little bit in my yoga journey just by being here. This is what I mean when I say travel is an essential part of yoga. It looks like the morning mist is finally dissipating over the lake. It's time. Let's get started. So before we start, let me tell you that we always start by standing on the front center of the mat, keeping your feet closed, keeping your body straight and spine in its natural curve. Make sure that you are observing your body, you are observing your breath, and you feel that stretch in your body. So as we know, Surya Namaskar, we have 12 steps in this whole salutation. So to begin with, we bring our hands in prayer pose, which is Pranamasana with deep inhalation and normal breathing with exhale. Elbows should be out. One more thing which is really important, it is we incorporate all the postures with our breath. Movement with your breath is really important because it opens up your body in that area. Could be a chest, it could be a hip. So we make sure that we are breathing well. So do not hold your breath, just keep the flow. Okay, so let's begin. Normal breathing. You can keep your eyes closed before we start. Just observe your whole body, observe your breath. So now, starting with the first step, the first asana here, which is called Hasta Uttanasana. With the deep inhalation, we take our hands up, bending backwards. So inhale, up, bend backwards. With an exhale, fold forward the Uttanasana. Make sure that you're keeping your back straight. Do not hunch your back. Right? And your legs should be straight as well. If you have any knee problem, you can bend the knees for your convenience or just keep it straight. Make sure that the body weight is forward and you are breathing meanwhile. You are not holding your breath in this whole process. Now placing both the hands down, with an inhalation, take your right foot back and place your knee down. You can relax your foot as well, looking straight for Ashwa Sanchalan Asana. So here if you see, most of the time what happens with people is that they are not able to keep their knees down. So it's not a bit of a problem, because for a beginner, obviously it is not always possible. You can adjust your legs by taking a back leg front or back. Try to push your waist a little downwards so that there is an opening here, this hip area. Look straight. You can place your foot down, or you can just place your fingertips on the ground as well. Now tucking your toe of the back leg, we create space in the body to be able to go for Dandasana, which is plank. Now here you engage your core, look downwards, make sure your fingers are wide apart so that you can balance your whole body. For the next step, we bring our knees down with inhale, and with an exhale we bring our chest and chin down for Ashtanga Namaskara. For next step again, make sure that your hands are right in front, on the side of your chest, and sliding your body for Bhujangasana. You can roll your shoulder back, keep your chest out, fingers wide apart, look straight, and your foot, it's relaxed. Breathe. Moving ahead to the next step, tuck your toes. We are going to move to Parvatasana, which is mountain pose. So just push your hip up, chest towards the back. Make sure your foot is placed down on the ground. Your heel should be on the ground. If you are not able to keep your legs straight, you can bend. You do a very micro bend on your knees as well. But here we are going to keep our legs straight, pushing our hip towards up and chest towards the back. And then final step, look at your navel and then breathe. Just inhale through nose, exhale through nose. We count 5 here. Now we are going to repeat the whole cycle. So how we do it? From Parvatasana, we go to Ashwa Sanchalan Asana again. So now bring your right foot at the front center of the mat and place your left knee down. You can relax your foot as well. Look straight. You can feel that stretch here, in the inner thighs on both the legs. Keep your back straight. Look straight and breathe. Now for the next one, again we are completing the whole cycle. We are almost there. Moving ahead to forward fold, Uttanasana, and go down. Inhale, moving your hands up for Hasta Uttanasana, bending backwards, and exhale for Pranayama. So that was the completion of one cycle. Today what we practiced was traditional Hatha Yoga style, whereas there are several other sun salutation styles. But for a beginner, I would suggest go for a traditional style. You can start by practicing 3 to 5 cycles, and yes, make sure you practice your warm-up exercise first, do your Surya Namaskar, and then follow up with the asanas to make the most out of it. Thank you so much for today. Namaste. So that's the end of today's lesson. Thank you so much for joining me. And if you want to watch more videos like this, then do not forget to subscribe our channel. But before we leave, I would really want you guys to get on your mat and practice this whole series with me. And do not forget to leave your feedbacks in the comment section on how was the whole experience. For now, I'll see you at the next episode. Namaste.